Well, they got ads on TV all the time. And
Right.
It's a class action lawsuit.
Right, you see those. I see those lawsuits a
Yeah,
lot.
that if you're deaf and you serve in earplugs and blast each other because you're in the city.
Right.
Or the desert.
So it's just interesting how, like, through as time.
But I mean, where's our compensation? And Robert Plant talks about him.
Talks about the Greta
Van Fleet, and Robert Plant laughingly goes,
well, youth becomes that great. I think
this guy, he's not quite thrown in from Rush.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see he's got a little, not a feminine side, but a little bit more of that.
But Plant had that.
Yeah, yeah.
Plant very much had a feminine side to his voice. He'd sing. And to me, I don't care what any Friday, Jethro Tull Saturday.
And were you guys partying before? Like, were people partying pretty hard?
Well,
Was this a drug
in those
time or
days, well, no, in those days, front row.
And did you feel like you're playing defense at that point?
No, you got the barricades up.
Right.
They can only come up to the barracks well in the 600.
You could deadlift a damn family.
I mean, I was a bruiser.
You could deadlift a skinny family.
265 pounds and get let back in. He went out the back door.
Do you miss?
I got to introduce the Stones.
Did you really?
Yeah, because when you go, ladies and gentlemen, the world's greatest rock and roll band, the Rolling Stones, and you walk off.
Damn. Does it feel pretty honorable?
I did get a good payback to the show as they left the stage. Ronnie Wood looked at me and said, "Hey, Jesse, how'd we do?"
Yeah.
I said, "Good, Woody, good."
As you
I could tell you all sorts of rock and roll stories like
really?
that. From I declared it Rolling Stones Day in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Now it went to the Secretary of.
When you look,
I get bored after about 4 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And
where do you think that comes from, Jesse? And not to interrupt you, I'm curious. Like,
it's a certain wanderlust that I think you're born with.
Is it? Do you think you inherit?
Well,
you don't
I've read 2 books on Che Guevara.
Right.
In that building.
Oh, their libraries.
Face.
Their libraries start with books on Che and Fidel. There's no history before them. They had.
Che didn't stay, did he?
They were heroes.
Che didn't stay, did he?
Kind of heroes. No. He needed something else. It's almost like that.
He couldn't stay.
It's like Brad Pitt in that movie.
He couldn't stay. And that's me. There's a times come on certain jobs I do. I've been living in Mexico for 15 years every winter. I live an hour from pavement and an hour from electricity.
And has that been, do you feel like that's been beneficial?
I live off the grid.
Wow. Have you ever had happiness?